What do you need to do to prepare for retirement? I'm going to share a checklist of 8 things you need to do to make sure you're ready. Deciding when to retire is a hard enough decision. Retire too late and you might not have enough energy to enjoy it. Retire too early and you could end up running out of money. Planning for retirement can seem overwhelming. It's helpful to have a checklist to go through before you retire. Whether you're a month away from retirement or a few years, it's a good idea to see if you're on track. Number 1 is figure out your finances. Before you can make a plan, you need to figure out where you are financially. Take a look at your current budget. Write down every debt, liability, income, and savings you have. Also add in property, vehicles, and other valuable possessions you have. I use a net worth tracker spreadsheet that I got from the Retirement Manifesto guy. It also has a FIRE score on it. I'll link that in the description below in case you're interested. This process will allow you to evaluate your current financial position so you can start planning. Number 2 is determine your retirement needs. Before you retire, you want to decide what kind of life you want to have in retirement. You want to consider where you might live, if you'll have a part-time job, and what your expenses might be. You should also create a timeline to show when different streams of income will begin. This will help you manage cash flow and determine how much you need to save for retirement. Take a look at Social Security, your employer-sponsored retirement plans, individual retirement plans, and pensions. Be sure you're thinking of each income in after-tax dollars. Many people forget to factor in taxes. I have a spreadsheet like this that shows when my pension will begin, when I can begin to pull from my retirement accounts at 59 and a half, when I might start Social Security, when I'll start Medicare, and so on. See how your pre- and post-retirement budgets compare. The more realistic you are, the better prepared you'll be. If you're retiring early, figure out how you're going to bridge your spending needs until you reach age 59 and a half and can pull from your retirement accounts. Number 3 is build an emergency fund. Before you retire, you want to make sure you're protected in case things go wrong. It provides a safety net during challenging times and allows you to avoid touching your long-term investments. Some advisors recommend you have 3 months worth of savings, and others say you should have up to a year. I like to aim for 3 to 4 years worth in what I call bucket number 1. I have a video about the bucket strategy that I'll link in the description below in case you're interested. Item number 4 is to eliminate debt. In an ideal world, we'd all retire without any debt. Since your income is likely to go down, any fixed expenses will take up a bigger chunk of your budget. Before retirement, take a look at your debt. There are 2 different ways to reduce debt. One strategy is to pay down your debts beginning with the smallest balance. The other is paying down debt starting with the highest interest rate. Starting by paying down your debts with the highest interest rate is usually the best strategy. These are debts like credit cards, personal loans, and auto loans. Just paying the monthly minimum is not going to get that debt paid down. To really make a dent, you have to put as much money as you can toward paying down that debt and still make your monthly minimum payments on your other debts. Mortgages are a good debt to save for last if you have a low interest rate. I have a video about paying off your mortgage versus investing that I'll link in the description below also. No matter what repayment strategy you choose, sticking to it is the most important thing. Number 5 is to figure out your retirement health insurance. Healthcare is one of the biggest expenses in retirement. In addition to including these expenses in your budget, you'll also want to consider where you're getting your health insurance coverage from. If you retire at or after the age of 65, you can use Medicare. I have some videos about Medicare that I'll also link in the description below. Things get more expensive if you choose to retire early. If you don't get health insurance through your former employer or your spouse's employer, and you don't yet qualify for Medicare, you'll have to get health insurance on your own. Whatever your situation, make sure your insurance doesn't lapse. Know the terms of the insurance as well as how much you can expect to pay. You need to think about premiums, co-pays, deductibles, and out-of-pocket expenses. It pays to do the research. I have a video on healthcare insurance options for early retirees that I'll link in the description below in case you're interested. Number 6 is plan out your estate. No one likes to think about their death, but you really need to. Being prepared with an estate plan will help make sure your family's not burdened with financial worries after you're gone. It also ensures that your assets are divided up according to your wishes. In addition to creating a will, you'll need to choose an executor and a healthcare proxy to make decisions for you if you're unable to. You'll also need to appoint beneficiaries. After you've created your plan, make sure to review it at least every 5 years or if you have any kind of life-changing event. I have a video about estate planning that I'll also link in the description below. Number 7 is plan how to withdraw funds and minimize taxes. You've spent your adult life putting money into your retirement accounts. So it's hard when it's finally time to start taking it out. If you have an employer-sponsored plan, figure out if you want to leave it there or roll it over into an IRA. You should make your decision based on both what's tax efficient and what you and your family feel most comfortable with. I have another video about withdrawal strategies to reduce taxes in retirement that I'll also link below. Number 8 is you need to decide when you're going to sign up for Social Security. Most people suggest waiting until your full retirement age so you can collect your full benefits. But you can sign up anytime between the ages of 62 and 70. It's a very personal decision that you'll want to put a lot of thought into. I have a video about why you might consider taking Social Security early that I'll also link in the description below. Retirement can be a wonderful time where you can finally start enjoying some of the things you've been planning. You can travel, spend time with family, or spend more time on your hobbies. You need to be financially prepared for retirement. It's important to plan ahead and make sure you check on your plan routinely. Then you can make adjustments as needed. Having a comprehensive checklist can go a long way. It can create peace of mind and make sure you haven't overlooked anything in your planning. Being intentional in your planning and using this checklist will help make sure you don't miss any important steps and achieve a successful retirement. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Julie and this channel's Happy on Monday. Thanks for joining me. If you found this helpful, please like, and if you're interested in retiring early, consider subscribing to my channel. I'm going to leave you with a quote. Retirement is when you stop living at work and you start working at living. Hope to see you again soon.